3,000 operating.
All right, wait.
Yeah, 23,000 operating.
Where do you see that?
I see that on page 22. When you look at the actual, you'll see excess deficiency of revenues over expenses, 22,982. Okay, and then...
all right, so we lost $23,000.
Yeah.
What did we actually think we lost before the audit was done?
We were projecting somewhere around 50.
So I'm talking about 2013. Our year-end 2013 before the audit was...
Yeah, we were projecting somewhere around a 50,000 loss.
So, well, hold on. Pardon me.
Go ahead,
just along the same lines, though, if we're $50,000 or $60,000 ahead of budget this year, right? We're ahead of last year's budget, we just heard, by between $55,000 and $60,000. So how does your projection, other than you don't want to be wrong and a supervisor be upset, square with where we are?
This was the first year in 5 that we gave out increases to the staff. Remember, we're fighting the minimum wage.
But if we're $60,000 ahead as of September, whatever.
That's revenue, but expenses are also going up.
I thought that was a net number. That was not a net number.
No, that was pure revenue.
That was just revenue.
Okay, what's our net number comparative?
And
what's our net comparative then?
And that's my point.
What is it? Well, yeah, but just could you have the numbers?
Like the numbers I gave you here, for example. If you look
I was
at
wondering.
this is as of August.
It's like exactly. Good news, Charlie. Good news. Hey, good news, Charlie. I like the bad news.
I don't know what the expenses are.
Yeah,
we're.
It's got to be $100,000. If you got 50,000 projection and 50 in the good, it's got to be $100,000 over in expenses. Projection.
Yeah, well, the problem is we still don't have a lot of stuff booked here. For example, in our labor cost, we're missing the last 2 weeks of August because the payroll was actually a September.
Sorry, just if I look at the bottom line number right now, I understand what you're saying. So there's a lot of expenses. We're $53,000 to the good right now, correct?
But they're giving you September revenue as well.
I understand. Okay. I understand these numbers are skewed.
Right.
But I just wanted to make sure I'm reading the sheet correctly.
Yes.
Is it 53,000 to the good? 53,070?
No, that's the budget. You look at the August 31st, 2014.
Okay, we're 229 to the good?
Yes.
And last year 115 to the good?
In relative terms, yes.
Are those like for like?
They're supposed to be, but the reality is they're not. If you look, for example,
that's okay.
Look at sewer tax. We don't have,
Okay, so they're not like.
They're not an exact.
And what's the 175 negative? I don't understand that one either. Variance to budget. Why are we worse by $175,000?
Oh, only because when we looked at our budget, we were looking at expenses over revenue of $53,000, and we are under by $229. Maybe that shouldn't have brackets on it.
Wait, we're over by, so we're, it shouldn't have, we're doing better.
Right. There should not be brackets on that.
Right, okay, okay, so the bottom line, these numbers that we have, can you update those numbers and send them to the board, please? Just, the next week or so?
Right, as soon as we possibly can. I mean, we've
okay, all right, so sorry. So you think we're at a $50,000 loss, basically?
That's my guess.
Okay, all right, sorry.
Don't hold me to it, please.
I understand. Okay.
We're spending money that we don't know if we have it.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So.
And if we have a $50,000 loss, just to be clear, we budgeted for a
$50,000 loss.
Did we budget for a $50,000 loss, or I think we budgeted even with a $50,000 capital expenditure.
Right, correct.
So we're still looking at $50,000 worth of capital expenditures, or $100,000.
Oh, no, 112.
112 or 121,000. Right, of which the city of Rye is.
So we can't approve the 5,000 today, then.
It's fine. Okay.
We're not looking like the crack machine we like to be. I think that do these have to be done by October?
No, we could wait another month.
Okay, so we
can get you more clarity on the finances.
I want
for next month, and we can still do this job.
Okay, perfect.
Right,
so
just a concern. I mean, last time we talked about cutting down trees, I grilled Bill Lawyer, poor Bill, about the condition of the trees. But I have the privilege of sitting on the Rye City Planning Commission, and when they're proposing to take down trees, we actually get a condition report on those trees. So if we could include the updated condition report, or an updated condition report, because some of these trees it's a no-brainer to take down a Norway maple, but it's not such a no-brainer. But other trees have more value.
breakout for every tree that's on the.
Okay, so let's do that. So for next month's meeting, let's have updated financials and the condition of the tree condition report.
Yes, the
Right.
remaining
Six
six
trees.
trees.
Beautiful. Good. Let's move on because we're so correspondence. Tie the town pink. What is tie the town pink? Oh, there we go.
You have somebody here to tell
Thank you very much. You're not a dog owner.
I am.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's right.
And occasionally I bring my dog to the park,
There
but
you go.
I actually usually have him on a leash because he doesn't listen to me. So,
That's my dogs.
thank you for letting us be on the agenda tonight, and I will make it brief because that seems to be what's necessary. My name's Lisa Dominici Ferries. I live in Rye, and I'm here tonight representing an organization called Soul Riders and Friends. Soul Riders is a volunteer-driven organization that's based in Rye that raises money to support local cancer-related programs. We have over 300 dedicated individuals who, since 2007, have raised more than $1.75 million to support local programs. And for an example, one of the programs we support is Open Door of Portchester, where we provide mammograms for free for women who live in Portchester.
What's the name of the organization?
Soul Riders, and
Sorry, that's-
SOLE and is the first part of the name, and then RYEDERS. And the name derives from the founding members in 2007 are from the city of Rye, and our annual participation in the 39-mile Avon Walk for breast cancer using the soles of our feet.
Oh, cool.
So that's the derivation of that name. And again, we were launched in 2007, and we essentially raise money to support local cancer-related services. We are launching a breast cancer awareness campaign on October 1st called Tie the Town Pink. And essentially the idea is that on October 1st, when people wake up, our vision is that the city of Rye will be kind of awash in pink ribbons, that all through Purchase Street and downtown, the trees will be wrapped in large pink bows. We're hoping that we can do the same through Ryetown Park, where our volunteers will go out the night of September 30th and the early morning hours of October 1st. We've had many women for the past about 2 or 3 months, meeting every Wednesday night, making these bows. We have hundreds of them. Essentially go through the park and wrap them around the trees, and we'd be responsible for putting them up in the trees, and we'd be responsible for taking them down at the end of the month.
That's the big question.
That's the big question. It's all us. And actually, it's not all us. We're doing this campaign in conjunction with the Rye High School Breast Cancer Awareness Club and the Rye High School Crew Team, and we have volunteers from both of those organizations who have dedicated, or who will dedicate, volunteer hours to help us tie the town pink.
Beautiful.
So essentially, to make it extremely brief, we had the privilege of presenting to the City Council of Rye last week. They granted us approval to kind of adorn Purchase Street and some of the other city trees, and we're hoping to get the same approval for Ryetown Park.
I can't imagine anybody here opposing that.
Can you
Excellent.
prune the trees while you're at it?
We can hug them. We can.
I'm sorry to make you wait for so long.
No, that's
I
okay. This is
apologize.
actually
We should
interesting,
get you on
and I
the.
appreciated hearing.
Thank you so
Great
much.
job.
Thanks for all you do. Thank you
Okay.
very much. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
So do we need to make a motion to?
Can I make a motion to approve the Tie the Town Pink
I'll second
effort?
that.
Okay, all in favor?
Yes.
There you go. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you.
Been very patient. Resurrection track meet.
You might have, Bill should probably
Yep.
just walk you through,
Perfect.
because he coordinates all of these events.
Okay, good.
And just to set the stage.
Actually, I'll run through it, right?
What we want to do to set the stage is we gave you a brief summary of a lot of the activities so that the commission could see the variety of types of things that are going on in the park.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Okay, so the first one, the Resurrection Track Meet, this is the second year that they've requested us to do this. I met with the group, and we came to an agreement. So that's going to be held on October 30th, and the only thing that we had to work out, they're going to be paying us a fee for the use of the park. They're basically used the entire park for about a half an hour to do the 2 cross-country runs, so a mile and a half and a 2-mile run. And so it means fairly heavy use over a short period of time. They're going to pay us $450, but that also includes being able to use the bathroom, so I've got to work out with our maintenance or security to make sure we can do that. But otherwise, it's all set to go. Now, the NAMI Walk and National Association of Mental Illness
Right.
group, they're requesting to do it again in May of 2015. They did it last year. We have, there's two different groups. There's the pancreatic cancer group, which does theirs in April, and then the NAMI group does it in May, and both of them are way beyond what we normally do for activities using the park. The one started off very small, but every year has gotten bigger and bigger. And I'm not asking for the commission to make any decisions tonight, but just so you're aware, and Terry knows this, when we rent out a pavilion it's for a 4-hour block of time, and they pay $400 on a weekday, $500 on the weekend. We're basically allowing these groups to come in for anywhere from 4 to 6 hours, use both pavilions, plus a large section of the park and the parking, all for $500 each.
So which groups are we talking about now?
The NAMI group and the pancreatic cancer group.
And when are they in?
One is in April. The pancreatic group is in April, and the
They
NAMI
usually
is in
come
May.
in and ask.
They were requesting already, and I said to
They're
them,
already requested?
yeah, for next year to set aside the date. And I said, well, we won't book anything else until we've had a chance to.
Well, do me a favor. Could you, so are you recommending a higher price? Or
So Bishop and I have worked out
how
some
much
numbers.
money do they raise? Do you have any idea?
Well, if we just started, we figured we had to start somewhere. And where we start was, we'll start off by, if any other group wanted to use those pavilions, what would they have to pay? And the answer...
5% of proceeds. Let's just get 5.
Well, you don't want to get involved in measuring people's proceeds, believe me.
Well, I heard 1.75 million. I'm thinking...
So,
Sorry. That's
but we're figuring that if the numbers come out to, and this is with a 50% discount, which we don't normally do unless they're a Rye or Rye Town.
Well, Bill, just to get things moving, can you
we're talking about $1,600.
Well, just make a recommendation to either have them come...
So I didn't
month.
so I think we just wanted you to know that we're looking at these two groups because they're so much bigger than the other groups in terms of the scope and the scale of their operation. Plus, the leukemia group may not even be using Rye Town Park because they've gotten so big that they may just use ours for the walk and not
Are they
for
the
anything.
challenge, the bucket challenge, the ice bucket challenge?
That has not come up yet,
Okay.
but we do have the raised plunge, the polar plunge, which is January 1st.
Well, so Bill, just so on those two, pancreatic and NAMI, either ask them to, if they want to get a definitive date, have them come and make a presentation,
Yeah.
and you make a recommendation as what we should charge them.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we can work together on it.
And the other one, the High Performance Track Club, they're using a small amount of space for Monday and Wednesday afternoons. We've worked out an agreement with them that's satisfactory. Everybody's happy. And
They
for all
paying
these
us?
groups, they all
Sorry,
provide us with...
Bill, are they paying us?
Yes.
Okay, how much are they paying us?
For the groups there, it's $35 for an hour period of time, every class. So it comes out to be, depending, they don't pay us if it gets rained out. But
You know what would be helpful, Bishop, if you and Bill could put together a list.
well, we have that list. Oh, it doesn't have the numbers
a
in it.
definitive overall list of the users, right? Because we have boot camp, we have all the...
Yeah, that's in the list that you all have.
No, yeah, I want a memo that outlines every park user and what we're charging.
Oh, so you want to know what it's charged.
Ongoing users is memo 1, and memo 2 is one-time users, because these people come every year. And give us some
Once.
consistency, and we'll talk about it.
Yes, okay.
Beautiful, thank you. Women's Club of Rye?
I think that's for the photo.
Oh,
That's the family photos,
Yes.
and we've done this at no charge, basically, because what they
what do they want to do?
All they do is they set up, they have a photographer, and they set up in a corner of the park. People come, they do family photos with, the park as a background and whatnot. And they'll do it for 2 hours, maybe 3 weekends. I think
No impact, though.
there's no impact at all.
They
They don't want to make a donation? I mean, it's not like they...
Well, it's up to the commission. If you guys want it, now we get people coming in for wedding
Their
photos.
pictures.
when is the date?
Something,
I want to get my
October-
family. I get my
October-
Christmas card.
October 5th, 12th, 13th, 19th, and 26th.
Is it on our website?
No.
No.
Can we get it on our website? October.
yeah.
Those of you at home who want a photo, family photo, October 5th,
But they're-
12th, how about 19th and 23rd?
Right, 5th, 12th, 13th, 19th, and 26th of October.
Beautiful. Those are your Christmas card dates.
But that's a for-profit organization that wants to use the...
No.
It's the Women's
Women's
Club.
Club of Rye.
Women's, and they're taking pictures?
Yeah.
Do they do a nice job with the pictures?
They do a nice job.
I
They
think
don't
we're good,
charge a
we're
lot
good.
of money.
They
Right,
actually
yeah.
take good
They
dog
do charge,
pictures, too.
Lauren?
They don't charge,
But
they
they
charge,
don't.
they
Raising
charge a
money.
very
Oh, I
small
thought it
amount
was
of
a-
money.
They're
I thought it
raising-
was a
And all the
legitimate
profits.
photographer looking
No,
at
all the profits
Women's
are.
Club of Rye.
Anyway.
I'm prepared to work with the dog. I'm not prepared to take on the Women's Club of Rye.
Oh, you want to do that? No.
All right.
Is that it?
I miss you.
Now,
What's the movie, Bishop?
well, this came in, literally, this came in this morning, and we just wanted to give you some sense that, we are on top of this. I was hoping that Commissioner Sack was still here, because my concern is they're talking approximately 100 people, and from what I know, 100 people translates into about 20 to 30 vehicles.
Well, wait, are they asking us or they're telling us?
No, they're asking to use Rye-Town Park for 2 nights, and that's what my concern is.
Overnight, 6 p.m.
Is
to 8 a.m.
the filming is going to be done at night from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Do we have a film ordinance in the town? Or is it-
We
City
talked
has a
about
film
this
ordinance.
before, so or do we have to decide on this tonight or not?
No, you don't have to. What we did was we gave them a copy of our application. We've worked with the city of Rye in terms of putting together a film application.
Right, I thought that we did.
We do have a draft film policy. The commission has never really approved it, but we based it on the city of Rye.
And what's the
film
timing of
policy.
this? When do they need an answer by?
They're talking about sometime in November.
Oh, geez, so we
We've got
gotta,
November 5th and
we have
6th.
to,
6th.
Yeah.
well, we have to make a decision tonight, don't we?
No, you can
Yeah.
make a decision next meeting.
You sure?
Yeah.
Did you talk to them?
50,000.
I'm thinking,
Gotta cover our
depends.
losses.
Depends. This could be my opportunity, David.
That's not
Well,
good.
I might.
Just so you understand that, typically these types of venue type setups are $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. It all depends on what they bring in, because it's much more than just the few
All right.
people that are
All right,
filming.
well, if we don't need to decide tonight, then we don't need to decide tonight.
I mean, do work with the city of Rye. We've had a lot of requests to film in Rye
Right.
recently, and we have fees, and we charge them for parking, too. We
Right.
charge them if
Beautiful.
they take over the parking
actually,
lot. That's an additional fee, so it may be that
They're
this-
used to those kinds of fees.
But this, I mean, we should also have a sense of the kind of disruption
Sure.
that the neighbors would, what kind of impact there would be in terms of lighting and noise and things like that. because
My only concern is if you read the synopsis
It's
of the
overnight.
scene,
Yep.
they have a bonfire, and they have 25 screaming extras running off the beach because there's some
In
monster
terror.
or something there. So having that happen...
Sounds good to me.
Having that happen at midnight is a little disconcerting.
Yeah.
All right, we wanna let the
They may
neighbors
be able
know.
to find a more remote beach that's more appropriate.
Is this going to impact the pink tide, the trees? Is not going to conflict, are they?
No, they're not going to conflict.
Post-pink.
I do actually have one other item of business. I apologize. I was at the town supervisor's lunch yesterday, and I didn't realize that apparently you over a parking lot. You will know about this, Commissioner Sonnacher. You can put like a rooftop that's solar panel that generates energy, power. Have you heard of this?
There's solar power panels,
Over parking lots, basically.
wouldn't find that to be an uncommon thing. I haven't seen them, but that makes a lot of sense.
Parking structure? Or?
Yeah, you'd basically, I mean, the way you described it was you almost like
Over the
get
ledge.
solar cells
On
that
the
you'd
ledge.
put over the parking lot, and you can generate electricity from them. And so, I mean, anyway, I thought
Maybe we could put
it'd be,
on a roof that we have down in,
well, I'm thinking, but I mean, it sounds like one would be environmentally, we have to find a way that's aesthetically pleasing. But if you can find a way to make it aesthetically pleasing, to be environmentally friendly, and you can generate energy from and maybe, reduce some of our costs down there. So, Mr. Nowotnik, would you take a look at that, please?
I'd be glad to.
Thank you very much. With that, can I get a motion to bring the meeting to a close? Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye, thank you.
Just thought you might want to take a peek. We finally got the
survey.